Hello everyone and welcome to Digital Card Enthusiast. My name is Nate, also known across the internet as Thrawn Omega. And today I wanted to bring you a fun standard brew that I have put together focusing on blue and white flying troops to sail over your opponent and basically rain down death from above. Unfortunately, M21 was not a very good set for flying. I have the flying, everything with the word flying on it from M21 listed up here, and nothing goes in this deck. So if you really want to enjoy this brew from the time that I have posted this video, I really recommend throwing this together and having as much fun with it as you can before Zendikar Rising comes out, because rotation is going to annihilate this deck. I don't think this will get you into the high mythic tiers. I did not design it as a meta deck. I designed it as a thematic deck to express one point as well as possible and just to have a blast doing it. The deck list will be in the description below the video, so take a look there if you want to copy paste to easily import this into Arena and give it a try for yourself. So just to give a quick rundown on the deck cards that are in the deck and why they are in the deck, you can see that the curve on this deck is very low, with the exception of Sephara Sky's Blade, which we'll get to. Everything is 3 or less. This deck wants to hit the ground, I guess, hit the air, being a flying deck, quickly and just get going on the bash train. So you've got Healer's Hawk as a 1/1 flying lifelink. Swallow Whole will let you tap down one of your flyers, make it stronger, and then exile a problematic enemy creature. The only downside to this is that creature has to be tapped, so they have to have swung at you with it or activated some tap ability of it at least once. You have Spectral Sailor as a 1-drop. Also has the side benefit of when you get to 4 land, you can pay 4 to draw a card. So with all of these cheap cards, you could start throwing out your hand very quickly. This will give you some ability, if the game runs longer, to start getting more cards back. Pacifism is good to block beefy enemy bodies or anything that your opponent may have that has flying or reach that could interrupt your game plan. Skycat Sovereign is an excellent 2-drop. It's +1/+1 for each other creature you control with flying, and you can pay 4 to make a catbird kitty, which will buff the Skycat Sovereign. And this combos extremely well with Hanged Executioner. You're paying 3 when Hanged Executioner comes onto the battlefield. You create a 1/1 white spirit token with flying. So this is 2 flyers for 3 mana. That's 2 +1/+1 counters on Skycat Sovereign. This also has the ability to pay for and exile it to exile a target creature. So Hanged Executioner can also double as additional creature removal if you need it. Winged Words costs 1 less to cast if you control a creature with flying and draws you 2 cards. If you have a creature out in play, every creature in this deck has flying. This will cost you 2 to draw 2 cards. Empyrean Eagle, a 2/3 flyer, and other creatures you control with flying get +1/+1. So you're buffing all of this stuff up. And I have Jubilant Skybonders in here. Creatures you control flying have spells your opponents cast that target this creature cost 2 more to cast, which means they become harder to remove because removal has become more expensive. And more expensive removal means your opponent is likely casting less of it, and that helps you continue to sail through. That ability also stacks, so if you have 2 Jubilant Skybonders out, every piece of removal targeting one of your flyers becomes 4 more expensive to cast, which is quite significant. And then at the very top end here, 2 copies of Sephara Sky's Blade, 7/7 flying lifelink. You can pay just a single plains and tap 4 untapped creatures you control with flying rather than pay its cost. When you factor in Skycat Sovereign can make cats, Hanged Executioner's 2 bodies, 1 card, it's pretty easy to get to 4 flying creatures to tap down here. And this will make every one of those other flying creatures that you have on the board indestructible. So you're just slamming down flyers and you're going bang, 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 and trying to hit face as much as you can and buff everything up. Just keep smashing and bashing until they're dead. Mana base is pretty straightforward. You've got your plains, your islands, and then you've got the two dual lands. I've got 4 Hallowed Fountain in here, 4 Temple of Enlightenment. If rare wild cards or collection are an issue for you, you could swap these out and just basically run all basics or any of the other common duels for fixing. This deck is not super thirsty for resources. I mean, the only thing that truly forces you to have multiples is Sephara's Skyblade. So you could probably go later here on the duels if you really needed to and you don't have these for your collection. So enjoy this deck while it lasts, because at rotation, Healer's Hawk is going away, Spectral Sailor is going away, Hanged Executioner, Winged Words, Empyrean Eagle, and Sephara. This is basically an M20 deck with a few Ikoria upgrades. So you got 3 months to enjoy it. I'm going to have to completely rebuild something different for Flyers when Zendikar Rising comes in. But that's an overview on what's in the deck, and from here we'll go into a few games with it so you can see how it actually plays out. Alright, here we go. Perfect hand. I would not want to change anything here. I don't think I'd do anything different. This is a snap keep. Turn 1 Healer's Hawk. Turn 2 Skycat Sovereign. Turn 3 can sacrifice the life to pay the Hanged Executioner. This is the hand of dreams when you're playing this deck. Absolutely love it. So if you want to see what this deck is capable of, this is going to be the spread right here. Play Skycat Sovereign and attack. Pass the turn. Ooh, we got cats and dogs. Cats and dogs working together. Pay 2 life. Go down the Hanged Executioner, which makes Skycat Sovereign a 4/4. I'm already swinging for 5 damage on turn 3. The only way this gets better is if I draw the Empyrean Eagle here. Next turn to plus all of these. I should pay more attention. Whenever one or more cats you control deals combat damage to a player, destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment. I don't have those. And there's the eagle. There's the eagle. So here's 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That'd be 18 in the air next turn. On turn 5. Vivian should be making, reachers here.
I'd like you to meet my friend.
You're tapped out. So I will actually go ahead and block. Opponent concedes. You knew what was coming with the eagle. That was God hand smoothness out of the deck that round. That was a highlight reel game. All right, let's see what we got this time. Alright, so generally I would not want to keep a 4-land hand. So I'm not going to. I will keep this though. 2 Skycat Sovereigns and a Spectral Sailor in hand. Six. And this time I think I toss a land because everything in this hand costs 2. And almost everything in the deck costs 3. So, ideally, odds are pretty decent. I think the third land is found before it's needed. 3 Skycat Sovereigns in the top 10 cards of the deck. What are the odds of that? Our opponent is going to be so salty. Opponent might be doing the same idea. This will be interesting. Yeah, I'm not trading out my Skycat. You'll see why momentarily. So you're in blue, so counterspells could be a thing. Really? Only block creatures with flying. Yeah, so this is going to be the battle of the skies. Once again, I'm not blocking that. Right, I would like a third land now. Please. Where's the ghost flex? Whenever you draw your second card each turn, put a +1/+1 on Fairy Van. This is where mine is straight flying aggro. I think this deck is flying kind of combo flying control. There's the third lane. Say hello to the Eagle. And now I swing with 2 4/4s. Their opponent is down to 8. Just hardcore, heavy, fast value. What do they have that cost 5? They paid the land for that, or they paid the life for that. Drew a card. Conceded. I have some question with some of the decisions that were made there, but as you can see, the kitty still got pretty huge pretty fast. That was some savage mulliganing. It's not a land. I'm going to throw that. That's the turn. And maybe we now have a game. I'm going to do this the other way around. I'm going to go Healer's Hawk first. Flash in Spectral Sailor on their turn. And then do Skycat Sovereign next turn. One. Box. Flash this out so I can't forget. Hit me for 1, I'll hit you for 2. Bastion of Remembrance. Whenever another creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So, some kind of sack thing going on over there. And we have, we're already representing lethal damage. Although I don't think that will be the case anymore with Cruel Celebrant and the life gain that's going to happen here. However, Spectral Sailor and Healer's Hawk next turn. Oh. That's how you win with essentially 2 lands. Deck's fire. I'm a huge fan, so hopefully you enjoy this deck too.